Since its release back in December 2020, the Cayo Perico Heist is still considered the best money-making method in GTA Online. And although it got nerfed update after update, players are still grinding it, not only because of the huge payout, but for the fact it can also be completed solo. This video will be a full guide on how to easily complete the setups and maximize your profits once you are in the heist finale. The first thing you need to do is to set up the Cayo Perico Heist, which will cost you 100,000, and then hit Gather Intel. A waypoint will be added for us to go to, but it can be far. That's why I recommend using the fast travel feature in the Costa submarine. That will save you a good amount of time. The first part of the mission will be to steal the Venom aircraft and use it to infiltrate the island. All you have to do here is to take out the enemies that are guarding the plane, and then it's all yours. The Venom is a slow plane, so you have to build enough speed for you to take off with no problems. And once you are airborne, you'll have to fly south until you reach the island. In the meantime, let's talk about the targets that we can find in the Cayo Perico Island. The primary target can be one of 5 targets, and they are the Sensimito Tequila, the Ruby Necklace, the Bearer Bonds, the Pink Diamond, and the Panther Statue. Notice that each target has a chance of appearance based on your current run of the Cayo Perico Heist, but not the Panther Statue, which is only out on certain events. If you were to restart a second Cayo Perico Heist within 72 hours of completing the last one, the target chances change drastically. This means if you want to always get the first run chances, you will have to wait 3 real-life days before starting a new Cayo Perico. As for the secondary targets, we also got 5 of them, and they are the cash, artwork, weed, cocaine, and gold. And each one of them has its own value and weight in the bag. My recommendation will be to always go for gold, but that will need another player with you so you can open the 2 keycard door. Once on the island, what I like to do is to scope out the airfield. There are 6 different spawn locations here, 4 in the hangar and 2 outside. In these type of locations outside the compound, the targets that you can find are only cash, weed, and cocaine, and their chance of spawning is complete RNG. And if your luck is bad, you may even find some spawns empty. The last 2 spawn locations on the airfield can be found inside this wooden shack. Once we are done with the airfield, we need to reach the communication tower in order to scope out the compound. To do so, just hop on a bike and follow the path that I'm taking. The play here is to wait for the guard on the tower to start facing the soil and not the sea. Once the guard have turned around, we can go ahead and hit this jump on this cliff, but be aware not to fall on the water or any of the enemy's cone of vision. Once you are near the communication tower, you can kinda tell where the signal box is going to be. If there is no guard by the tower, the signal box will be on the ground. If there is, the signal box will be on the top. If it is on the ground, the two possible locations are here, as you can see in the gameplay, or there. If it is not on the ground, it will be in one of the three platforms on the tower. To scope out the compound, first we need to hack the signal box. You will be given a mathematical puzzle where you have to link the numbers to the correct modifiers in order to get the desired target. There is no need to memorize the modifiers. Simply connect two links first and then check if the third link will get you the result. If not, try another combination. After completing the hack, you can remote access the cameras inside the compound with the Sightseer app. Cycle through the cameras until you reach the basement. This is where you're going to find what your primary target is. If you get the Sensimito Tequila, Ruby Necklace, Pink Diamond, or Panther Statue, you will find it in this display case. However, if you find it empty, your primary target will be bearer bonds inside the safe. After that, you can continue cycling through the cameras to mark off other secondary targets in the basement storage and other storage rooms. After you finish scooping and want to leave the island, you need to go back to the plane in the airfield. However, you don't need to drive all the way back there. Simply get spotted by a camera or a guard, and you'll be teleported there. Once you are back in the submarine, interact with the planning screen to start the prep missions. A new menu prep is now available, and in it we can select the approach vehicle, the equipment, weapon loadout, and disruption missions. For the approach vehicles, we can select one of 6: the Kosatka, the Algonost, the Vellum, the Stealth Annihilator, Patrol Boat, and Longfin. The easiest and the fastest by far will be the Longfin mission, so we'll go with that. In this mission, the boat will be on a trailer in a police station, and you'll have to tow it out of there. The game will provide you some trucks to use to complete this mission, and you can choose from a phantom wedge that is being protected by a gang, or a couple of normal trucks that are unprotected. After bringing the truck to the police station, make sure you have enough health when entering, because once you attach the trailer to the truck, you'll get a wanted level and the cops will start shooting. You don't need to worry about the cops chasing you. Simply drive the truck to this location, hop off, and take yourself out. This will remove the wanted level, and you can easily get back to the truck and complete the mission. Once you're back in the submarine, interact with the planning screen to continue the prep missions. In this part, we will focus on equipment, and there are 4 of them: demolition charges, plasma cutter, fingerprint cloner, and cutting torch. We will skip demolition charges because we don't need them and start the plasma cutter prep mission. In this mission, we are entering a gang's safe house. We have to find and photograph a board and send it to Pavel. This will reveal the gang's location as well as the plasma cutter we need. Once in location, take out the enemies by any means necessary, take the plasma cutter, and return it back to the submarine. Next, we have the fingerprint cloner. The fingerprint cloner will be in an archive, and to find this archive's location, we first need to go to this warehouse. The warehouse doors will be monitored by a surveillance camera. You can ignore them and go in guns blazing, or you can search for a circuit box and cut the power for more stealthy approach. Once inside, you need to take out the guards, and you can use the assault shotgun for a faster execution. After that, you need to look for a laptop and hack it by placing the red letters in the blue area. This will reveal the archive's location. Once outside the archive, there will be 2 more cameras. Make sure to take them down before you enter. When you are inside the archive, you need to go all the way back to find the fingerprint cloner. When you do, take it and get it back to the submarine. Last thing in equipment will be the cutting torch. In this mission, you'll be entering a gang-protected construction site. Be aware that they will start shooting if you ever get in their cone of vision. That's why if you ever find a yellow hard hat, make sure to wear it so you can blend in with construction workers. You will need to search for toolboxes that will have a green arrow on top of them until you find a blue cutting torch. When you do, take it and bring it back to the submarine. The last prep mission will be the weapon loadout. Before selecting the loadout you want, make sure to get the suppressors, as they are critical to our heist. There are 5 different loadouts that you can choose from. The aggressor with the assault shotgun, the conspirator with AR, and the crackshot with sniper, the saboteur, and marksman. You can choose whatever you want. For this video, I'll go with conspirator. There are 2 scenarios you can get in this mission. Here I did get lucky and got the mission where I need to go to one of the 3 buildings. But if you get the Merryweather one, find a new session and restart the mission until you get the building mission, because the Merryweather mission takes a lot of time to complete. When you reach the building, take the easy way in and enter from the roof. After you take out all the guards, you will go and try to open the gun locker, but you will find it locked. To open it, you will need to hack the laptop on the office table by finding the sequence of number in that matrix. When you are done, make sure to exit to the roof and not to the ground floor. And with weapons out of the way, we are done with our prep work. You can still do the disruption missions, which will weaken the firepower, the armor, and the air support of the island, but that won't be necessary for us. Before starting, you will get to this screen where you have to make selections on how you're going to execute the heist. The ones you need to focus on are the approach vehicle, that should be the Longfin, and the compound entry point, which should be the drainage tunnel. Inside the compound, I have 3 stacks of gold, which should be enough for 2 players. That's why I have my friend here with me to help. He also makes GTA 5 content, and it'd be nice if you could show him some support by subscribing to his channel. The link will be in the description. Once you regain control over the boat, head to the drainage tunnel marked on your minimap. Once you are there, dive under the water and make sure to equip your breather so you don't run out of breath, and use the cannon torch to cut open the drainage tunnel. Once inside the compound, we need to work our way into the office by taking out the guards that won't be seen by other guards and raise the alarm, and also look for one of the 2 keycards and some keys. For this part, I will leave you with this footage to see how I like to do it. Once inside the office, we can get the second keycard and up to 99,000 from the safe. We won't go for the primary target just yet, and we will start with the gold with the first 2 stacks in the south storage. Here we need to take this moving guard, just let him go to the far side and then take the shot. Our next stop will be the storage unit in the middle of the compound for the last stack of gold. This is a risky one because you have 2 patrolling guards close by, plus the Juggernaut. The play here is to keep one player outside so he can tell the other when it's safe to go out. And now it's time for the primary target. You can go down these stairs and open this door using the keys you got from the guard. Here you will be using the fingerprint cloner to reconstruct Mr. Rubio's fingerprint to open this door. We will be using the cutting torch one last time to burn this lock. For the display case, we will be using the plasma cutter. The play here will be to almost overheat the plasma cutter, let it cool down all the way, and then do it again. And now all we need to do is to leave the compound. We can go up the same door we get in and reach for this pillar. Stand on the left of it and keep mashing your jumping button until you vault over the wall. Before reaching the door, watch out from this moving guard. You can leave him pass or take him out when no one is looking. Once you are out of the compound, take out this first guard for the first bike and then go to these three for the second bike. Once you got the bikes, follow this path to jump in the water. Once you are under the water, make sure to equip your rebreather and swim to the southwest direction. Keep on swimming until you leave the island boundaries and hear Pavel confirming you did get out. And that's it for the video. I hope this guide helps you make millions with the Cayo Perico Heist. If you find it helpful, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.